Namaste students, I am Professor Dr. Beena Diwan, Director Faculty of Law and Governance from Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today's our session is work. So, shall we start our topic? The institution of work is a unique feature of the socio-economic framework of modern law. To work a property means to dedicate a movable or immovable property in the name of Allah for religious, pious and charitable purposes. The reason that the institution of work is of such import is because it serves a twofold purpose. On the one hand, it satisfies human instinct for charity, and on the other hand, make provision for the weaker section of the society. So, introduction. The institution of work is a sui generis feature of the socio-economic framework of modern law. To work a property means to dedicate a movable and immovable property in the name of Allah for religious, pious and charitable purposes. The reason that the institution of work is of such importance is because it serves a twofold purpose. On the one hand, it satisfies human instinct for charity, and on the other makes provision for the weaker section of the society. It is pertinent to note that work is the unconditional and permanent dedication of properties in the ownership of God. This permanent dedication of property is of such a nature that the right of the owner are extinguished. The work property becomes non-transferable and therefore cannot be sold, gifted or given to charity. It is only managed, and the manager is simply the custodian. He is neither the owner nor the trustee. The term work has its root in the Arabic verb waqfa, W-A-Q-A-F-A, which means to detain or to hold or to tie up. Thus, its origin is traced back to the tradition of the Prophet Muhammad. Habis al-asl wa sabil al-thamara, मतलब tie up the substance and give away the fruit. According to Islam, Imam Abu Hanifa, work is the tying up of the substance of a property in the ownership of the work and the devotion of its usufruct among thing to earn area or accommodate loan for some charitable purpose. Write down the Sharia al-Islam define waqf means a contract, the fruit effect of which is to be up the original of a thing and to leave its usufruct free. It is observed in Muhammad Kazim versus A. Asghar Ali that technically it means dedication of some specific property for a pious purpose or a succession of pious purposes as defined by Muslim jurists such as Abu Hanifa. Waqf is the detention of a specific thing that is in the ownership of the waqf or appropriator and the devotion of its profits to charity, the poor or other good object to accommodate loan. Waqf Act 1954 define waqf. Waqf means the permanent dedication by a person professing the Islam of any movable or immovable property for any purpose recognized by Muslim law as religious, pious और चैरिटेबल. तो आपको पता चल गया कि जो मूवेबल और इमूवेबल प्रॉपर्टी पायस, चैरिटेबल और रिलीजियस पर्पज के लिए डोनेट की जाती है परमानेंटली, उसे कहते हैं हम वक़्फ. इसके इम्पॉर्टेंट फीचर जो हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू डेफिनेशन वो क्या हैं? राइट डाउन. Important feature of this definition are there should be religious motive as a secular motive would render the dedication of a gift or a trust but not a waqf. Second, the endowment should be of permanent character as a pious which is not a foundation in perpetuity will be saddaq but not a waqf. And third one, the profit must be utilized for good of humanity. However, this definition of waqf is not to be regarded as exhaustive and it is given only for the limited purpose of the Waqf Act 1913 and is therefore operative within the parameters of the Act. Technically, it means a dedication in perpetuity of some specific property for a pious purpose. समझ में आ रहा है? The historical origin of work can be traced back to the direct hadith of the founder of Islam. The validity of work, says the Ghat, Ghat, ul Bayan, Bayan, is founded on the rule laid down by the Prophet himself. Under the following circumstances and handed down in succession by Ibn Ibn, Auf, Nafi, Nafi, and Ibn Omar, Ibn Omar, as stated in the Jama, Jammaa, Ut Tirmizi, Tirmizi, Umar had acquired a piece of land in the write down in the इसको ब्रैकेट में कर लो, in the canon of bracket close Khaybar, and proceeded to the Prophet and sought his counsel to make the most pious use of it. The Prophet declared, tie up the property and devote the usufruct to human beings, and is not to be sold or made the subject of gift or inheritance. Devote its produce to your children, your kindred, and the poor in the way of God. In accordance with this rule, Omar dedicated the property in question, and the work continued in existence for several centuries until the land became waste. The Quran does not enshrine verses enjoining creation of works. The essence of work, which is charity, however, may undoubtedly be regarded as one of the cardinal Quranic principles. यहाँ तक किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम? इफ़ यू हैव एनी डाउट यू कैन आस्क मी. क्लियर? बताइए. अब लिखिए एसेंशियल्स ऑफ ए वैलिड वर्क अकॉर्डिंग टू सुन्नी लॉ. ए परमानेंट डेडिकेशन ऑफ एनी प्रॉपर्टी, सबसे पहला. सेकंड, द डेडिकेटर कौन हुआ? वाकिफ, जिसने किया, WAKIF, वाकिफ. शुड बी पर्सन प्रोफेसिंग द मुसहनन, MUSSAHNAN, faith and of sound mind, and not a minor or lunatic. वो नहीं होना चाहिए जो व्यक्ति वक्त कर रहा है. The dedication should be for a purpose recognized by the Muslim law as religious, pious or charitable. ये तीनों पॉइंट सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट है। परमानेंट डेडिकेशन ऑफ एनी प्रॉपर्टी, अंडरलाइन कर लीजिए इस लाइन को। द फर्स्ट एसेंशियल ऑफ ए वैलिड वर्क, permanent dedication, that it should be a permanent dedication of the property. This implies three things. Number one, there must be a dedication. Number two, the dedication must be permanent, and the dedication must be of any property. Means there must be a dedication. It means that there must be a substantial dedication of the usufruct of the property to religious, pious or charitable purpose as understood by Muslim law. The dedication implies a dedication of the dedication implies a declaration of the dedication. No particular forms of verse is necessary for making a declaration of dedication. It may be either oral or in writing. According to Abu Yusuf, a dedication of work is complete by mere declaration. Neither delivery or possession nor appointment of mutawali is necessary. According to Imam Muhammad, however, a work is not complete unless there is declaration coupled with number one, appointment of mutawali, and number two, delivery of possession. In India, the view of Abu Yusuf and views of Imam Muhammad is not adopted. Under Shia law, no doubt, delivery of possession to the first person in whose favor the waqf has been created is essential. Where land has for long been used as a work, proof of express dedication is not necessary, and the legal dedication will be inferred. एक केस है रिसेंटली मद्रास हाई कोर्ट का, नाम लिखिए उसका, NR अब्दुल अजीज वर्सेज AE सुंदरेशा चतियार CHETTIAR। इस केस के अंदर क्या कहा गया कि इट इज ए फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल ऑफ द मुस्लिम लॉ of work what when a mosque is built and consecrated by public worship, it ceases to be the property of the builder and vests in God. The mosque once so consecrated cannot in any case revert to the founder, and every Muslim has to legal right to enter it and perform namaz. Further, no Muslim can be denied the right to offer prayers therein on the ground that the mosque fall into this huge long bag. So guys, the topic is completed. All of you understood? If you have any doubt, any query, you can ask me. Write down. I will tell you some questions regarding this topic which is beneficiary for the examination purpose. Question 1. What is waqf? Write the short note on waqf. What do you mean by waqf under Muslim law? Explain the essential requisites for a valid waqf. So that's all. Topic is over. Thank you for listening.